Where's the safest place to be in a thunderstorm? When the lightning hits, where's the safest place to be?
Another state.
Where?
Another state.
Usually I get somebody to say in the house. Yeah. Get out. The rule is when you hear the thunder, head for the house, right? Everybody understands that. Who's the most likely person in the United States to get killed by lightning? Statistically speaking, who's most likely to get killed by lightning? You'll lose somewhere between 50 and 100 people this year from lightning, year after year. Who is? Golfers. Golfers. I was hoping you'd say men between the 18 and 37. And what are they doing when it happens? Golfing. Second most likely are men between the ages of 18 and 37 who are fishing. Third most likely are farmers. One more round of hay before the storm. Men. I think it's 8 times more likely to be killed than women. I like it. All right. You're safe in your house from lightning. Almost exclusively. Very seldom do you hear of anybody getting killed while they're in the house from lightning. All right? Are you safe in your car? Why am I safe, Garland and I safe, working on this at 7,200 volts?
Insulated between you or insulated?
Insulated, there we go. Sure, I got to just clean up it was. This morning, 20,000 volt test to work at 7,200. I got this old beat up hot stick. I'm ashamed to burn my good one. But I use the old one. All right, I'm insulated. This stick was good at 100,000 volts per foot. All right, are you safe in your car?
Better than outside.
Better than outside. Almost, unless you run around a convertible, you're safe in your car. But what protects you?
Tires.
Set you up for that. Almost everybody says the rubber tires. No, it's not the rubber tires. It's not a fake, it's not a trick. I'm gonna take that power line down to that rubber tire. Two things. Did that tire conduct? Two things going on here. One, people say, well, it's got steel, but there's no steel belting. It's polyester belted rubber. All right, watch how close I get to that rubber at 7,200 volts. Not that far. Nice moist day out here, it jumps pretty easily. But about a quarter inch, 7,200 volts is all that'll jump. You keep hearing stories about how the electricity jumped out and got them. They got into it, then swung their crane away or whatever, and the electricity followed it. Doesn't jump out that far at 7,200 volts. Did the tire conduct electricity? Yes, they make them so they will conduct. They put carbon black in the rubber so that it conducts. If you drive down the road 55 miles an hour, it builds up a static charge on that metal. It would shock you every time you got out if it was sitting on an insulator. They put a carbon black in there so that it will conduct. Why are you safe inside the car then? Because it does conduct. Lightning hits that metal box, you're in a Faraday cage. It's called a Faraday cage. You're in that metal box, lightning goes around the metal, through the tires, and leaves you alone inside that box. You're perfectly safe. Power line falls down on top of your car, what should you do? Stay in the car. First thing is that the car will run back out from under that power line. Get a dump truck in the power line? Of course, don't get the dump truck in there. Don't do it. But if you did, back away. Instead of opening the door, getting out, looking up, see what you did wrong. That's what gets people killed. Stay in the car. If it starts to burn, what do you need to do? If the tires catch on fire, you got to get out. That'll clear the trick to it. All right, got a couple other things going on here. I always like to burn these balloons. I need to get on with this. I'd spend a little more time on that. But I like to burn these things. I figured it out when we kept getting them in the substations. I got a breaker in the substation that cost $30,000. it burns up. Who pays for it? You guys. Yeah, us. You pay us. Oh, and put it up. Don't let these things go. But they keep getting down the darn it, there it went. I like to burn them because they leave a track on the building where the lightning or the electricity all across the surface. How fast is that electricity? How fast is it? Speed of light. Speed of light is 186,000 miles per second. Can you pick up a wire and throw it away before it kills you? Just that quick, and let the blue flash of light somewhere around 3,000 to 6,000 degrees Fahrenheit. The white light they use to melt steel with, the white electric arc, better than 30,000 degrees Fahrenheit. All right, good one. I guess. Should we or should? 16-year-old kid got a CB radio for his birthday. 16-year-old. His dad go to the neighbors, buy an old used antenna off him. They got her home, but it's too late to put it up. They laid it out behind the garage. It's okay. 16-year-old. His dad talked about putting it up. No, we're going to church next night. Mom and Dad took their car to church. 16-year-old gets to drive his own car to church. Only he skips out. He goes home. He picks that antenna straight up in the air. Starts walking it. Yep. Who jumped? I'm facing the wrong direction. See what they put him in the whole day. 16-year-old. Unfortunately, picked that thing up and walked it straight into 7,200 volt power, 27-foot long. Mom and Dad go home after church, found him out behind the garage 2 hours away. Going after, always carry long objects, tall objects, real quick, Darwin, we're out of time here. We got a 7,200 volt circuit up here. That device in the center is an oil circuit recloser. It's like a circuit breaker, just like the ones in your house. Change the circuit around and give me a little more salt current here. Right there. Good enough. I'm going to put a short circuit. If everything works the way it's supposed to, you'll hear this thing trip. It trips, and I'll take this short off it. You heard it clink? It's off and on. They call it the instant curve. It's almost instant. It's not. Tenth of a cycle, tenth of a second, depends on what you got. But that's what blinks your lights at home. Tree limb gets in it, squirrel gets in the line, whatever, it blinks the lights. If I leave that on, it'll blink several more times. Change counts. And the handle dropped out. All right, you guys on this end might want to duck. This other device is called a expulsion fuse. And this expulsion fuse over here is a one-type device. You hear a sound like a shotgun going off in the backyard and the lights go out, guess what? Fuse on top of the transformer just blew. And literally blows that arc out of the end of the barrel so that you don't burn the line. Got a chemical treated paper that the fuse is wrapped in, literally blows the arc out. Questions about electricity? I think I'm already over the time.